tip-top of the morning to you, or whatever time it is, maybe when you're watching this. I'm letting my dog walk around, do his business. As far as my business thus far, it is around a little bit past 9 a.m. in the morning so far. I woke up around 5 a.m. I've been working. I worked till around 7 a.m. After that, I had worked out for about 30 minutes, showered, all that good stuff, and then my father brought home McDonald's breakfast, which is like the bane of my existence, but at the same time horrible because I just had worked out. But you know, can't let the food go to waste. And it's a beautiful day today. Sorry, it's probably pretty windy right now. Look at my, like I said, I have new neighbors, and I think the guy is a car salesman. They're Japanese, but look how many cars are in my driveway. It's like a fleet of cars. There's 2 cars behind those ones. There's like 4 cars on their side, 2 cars on our side, and they have this car that's behind me. So it's crazy. Ton of cars, but we can still park cars, so it's not really an issue. Anyway, welcome to the vlog. Camera shot. That hero shot. So I've said this before, but I like the idea of mornings. Like, I don't like so much the waking up part, but I love mornings in itself, like being early riser. But at the same time, I love the idea of working at night. So somehow there has to be a balance somewhere. Pro tip for you iPhone or iOS users out there: if you store like photos and videos on your phone primarily, a lot like I do, obviously through these vlogs, there is a recently deleted folder in iOS and not a lot of people know about. Essentially, it's meant to be there so that when you delete like a photo or video and you accidentally delete it and you want to restore it, you can go back in and restore it. But if not, it sits there. I think there's like a 30-day expiration. After 30 days, they get ultimately deleted. But if not, you just have a huge folder of stuff sitting there that could be gigs worth of data. So if you're running out of storage space and you're wondering why, look at your recently deleted folder and see if you have a whole bunch of videos or photos in there that you can just remove. Right, so it's 11:30 in the afternoon right now, lunchtime, and that's one of the big benefits of waking up early. I think that, like, I've been working for a couple hours, however, the day's still super early, and I've gotten a lot done so far. I want to throw in a quick tip. I guess you can call it a business-related tip, and advice that something that I had to gradually learn along the way and still have to constantly remind myself of. I just got done sending a ton of email and following up with a lot of email. I try to send a lot of email out during the day because, like I said, with the time zone with people I deal with, I know that really they're not going to get back to me till when it's late here or whatever. Something you need to remember about email and getting in touch with people when it comes to business is that not everybody revolves around your schedule. Like, I know that's so obvious and with time zones and stuff like that, but there's a lot of times where you feel like, why isn't this person getting back to me? Why isn't this sponsor contacting me? Or why isn't this person, ever addressed my email? And you need to understand, like, email in itself is great technology, but what it is at its core is it's a demand for somebody's time and attention. And that's not like a super easy thing to grasp, and you never know what people have ongoing in their lives and their workday. But I do believe in this notion. I highly believe in this notion of business is a 24/7 cycle. I'm not saying you need to work 24/7, but like when I'm going to sleep, somebody's waking up and starting their workday, and I remember that. So I try my best to work around that in as many ways as possible, and trying to work around not just my time, but their time as well. So be wary of that. Be wary, of course, of your own time, but also be aware that their time doesn't revolve around you. So be patient, and be resourceful, and at your core, try to be efficient when you're trying to contact other people. And as far as like tips for getting in touch with people, a lot of people always ask me like, how do you get sponsors? How do you get advertisers? Whatever. I know this sounds really obvious, but like, just ask. Like, really, you'd be surprised in life how many things, big or small, you can get by just asking the right people. Alright, since I got a lot of work done early on today, I'm going to take some time out before I eat lunch here to edit vlog 112. So a little bit of vlogception going on here. This is yesterday's vlog, so by the time you see this, this will be uploaded, but this is just kind of the behind the scenes look at my workflow. I use Final Cut Pro. That's my editor of choice just because I'm so familiar with it. I don't do anything crazy with these vlogs, so in all honesty, I don't need to use Final Cut Pro for this, but again, it's what I'm most familiar with. It works for me. But yeah, enjoy. that's a wrap. Everything's wrapped up. Got the music in. Got everything together. Shorter vlog, 6 minutes and 30 seconds. I was able to edit a lot of stuff down. We're good to go. So while that vlog renders, before I eat lunch, I'm gonna try and lay down for 25 minutes and get a little bit of rest since I haven't. I've been up for a while. Most likely won't sleep though, especially because this guy right here is taking up room on my bed. But listen to an audiobook. Right now I'm listening to Becoming Steve Jobs. That's the current audiobook I'm listening to. I'm also re-listening to The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. Both really great audiobooks. I'll leave links down to those below on Audible. So it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I got my power nap in, got some blog posts written up, got a little bit of client work started on some projects I need to get wrapped up. And yeah, I think I deserve a good break for a little bit. So I'm going to go find some food because I didn't eat a big lunch. So I'm going to get a snack or something. Kick back for 30 minutes and probably watch a TV show or something. An early dinner. And the show I'm going to be starting will be the new Netflix original series that is Daredevil. Netflix originals are like a binge watcher's dream because they release typically like House of Cards and stuff like that. They release the whole season at one time. So it's 7 o'clock at night now, and I'm out of the office in my bedroom, taking a step back, getting away from the big screen. And I've switched to the smaller screen. I'm on my MacBook Air. Gonna send out some emails and work on another post. And probably put on something on the Apple TV up there. So, yeah. You just gotta understand, like, if I'm leaving on Saturday to Osaka for mainland Japan, I gotta get, the more I can get done, the more my mind will be at ease when I'm traveling, even if it is for a couple of days. Because while I do find traveling to be therapeutic and all that, and it's nice sometimes to go and leave your issues behind and go to somewhere else, even if it's not too far away. New locations and new places are nice, but at the same time, if you're carrying the same baggage, then it doesn't matter where you go. And by baggage, I don't mean physical luggage, I mean mental baggage. This guy's just the star of the vlog today. Aren't you? By doing this, I am breaking my cardinal rule of separating the whole office space for work and bedroom for rest and relaxation, but sometimes exceptions have to be made. So it's nearly midnight now. I'm freshly showered, fresh cup of coffee for the night, and surprise, surprise, I'm back in the office, again back to work. It's been a work-filled vlog, to say the least, today. I just watched the previous clips. If I wasn't working, I was talking about work, but I think that's one of the adherent trade-offs when it comes to working around something you're so passionate about in life. I don't believe in the notion that there's this work-life balance. Rather, I believe the things that you truly care about in life work and otherwise unbalance your life, and who's to say whether or not that's for the better or worse. I recently watched Kobe Bryant's Muse documentary. If you haven't checked it out, really, really great documentary. A guy with ridiculous, relentless work ethic, and he talks about this notion of sacrifice in it, and then how, to be the best you want to be, to make that decision, to make that choice at whatever it is you want to do, it comes with a sacrifice. It comes with this give and take. Like, he talks about how he can't maintain, like, the ideal relationships that he wants to in life because of the time that he's spending on doing what he wants to do. And I remind myself of that on days like this. Like, sun up to sundown, I've been here. Sun up to sundown, I've been in the office. I've been working. And on days like this, like, I remind myself, well, there's so much ahead. Well, there's so much in front of me. And even though it can seem like a mountain of work or a mountain of responsibilities, like, this is what I signed up for. That whatever it is I try to do in my life, work or otherwise, I try to be the best possible version of me that I can be to get that done. And it doesn't mean that things are going to be easier. It doesn't mean that things are going to be more self-evident. But I think it makes things worth it. And I think that makes all the difference. And, yeah, I guess I'll catch you all in tomorrow's vlog, which will be a much more busier one than today, if that's even possible.